Well, guys, the Escort is from under the ramp and outside. So, as you can see, we have dug the Escort, guys. Very excited. Out from underneath our ramp. I brought it outside and I've given it a little wash. It was a little bit dusty, to say the least. Bit of dust, bit of oil, bit of swarf, all the rest of it. Give it a little bit of a wash and I think it looks absolutely lovely. Shame it don't run at the minute. So, what we're going to do is we're going to be taking it over to Stuart's. Just giving you a little look round it again, guys. I'm going to be taking it over to Stuart's, and Stuart is going to be taking the gearbox out and putting that spacer in, obviously where we put the new uprated clutch in, and we've got no pedal, our bad. And he's going to be replacing, obviously putting the gearbox back on with that spacer, so we've got some pedal, and then he is going to be fitting the throttle body kit for us, or with us, or helping us, getting it to the stage where we can get it to Tipton Garage. We're going to be making a little addition, guys. It's been a long thought of mine. I wanted to do it at the very beginning, but I was didn't really want to spend the money, but I'm going to bite the bullet because it's going to make it very easy. And now I'm getting older, and I'm sure many of you guys can appreciate it. I'm going to be putting in an electric steering column. Let me know, guys, down in the comments if any of you have had any dealings with these modified electric columns for these old vehicles, guys. But to me, it sounds absolutely perfect. So apparently it's got like an adjustable knob with obviously changes the resistance, so you can turn it, I think, pretty much fully on and fully off. It's got about 9 settings. So if you're on track, you can turn it off and have that nice original feel. But if you're on the road, and you're feeling a little bit lazy, or you're going sideways, not on the public highway, mind, you can turn it right the way up, and apparently you can turn it round with your finger. Sounds absolutely wonderful to me. Few quid, but once it's done, isn't it? That's where the Escort's going in a minute, guys. Going to be heading over to Stuart's. I leave it there, and it gives us a little bit more space in the workshop. Ideal. So everyone, a bit of a workshop update today. Do you know what? I've been so busy this week that, to be honest with you, I hate to admit it, but the last thing on my mind has been video content because we've just been really busy getting stuff done. Income today. Now, I was saying in the last video that we sort of looking to get more into this sort of stuff. Another Pinto. We've got a Pinto here to do, guys. He wants it a bit more fruity. We're going to go for probably a bit more mid-range on this. We don't want to go for out-and-out power. I think he's thinking about putting it on a set of 40s. So we're going to make it a nice torquey motor, guys, and get in amongst that. So that's another Pinto come in. That was unexpected. I think he spoke to John, actually. I didn't actually speak to him myself. That's good. Perfect. This Crossflow here is the one that we have sold. You can see that is pretty much done now, bar the rocker cover and a few bits, bullies and that. The sump we're going to leave off because the customer is going to put his own sump on when he swaps the motors and the pickup. So tomorrow we're going to just get everything on it, put the stands on and a bag over the top so it can just sit in the corner, guys, until the customer picks it up. And that will make a nice space there for the Pinto, I suppose. We're going to get that one off tomorrow because that's going. That Transit's been here for ages, part of the furniture now, and that's going to go on a pallet ready to be delivered. And then I can use that stand for the Cosworth, the funky Cosy that I'm building. Right, these two here, guys, that Cosy, Isaac's been madly getting this one sorted. You can see that four of the 6 studs are in now. The crank's in, done all the clearances, the oil pumps on, etc. We've got a few more bits to go on tomorrow. I have got to just put the cutouts in the pistons. The only other thing I've got to do with these pistons is to deepen this notch here for the oil jets, because we put oil jets in the base of the block, and that is not going to be too far off. So this one over here, you can see Isaac has got that one pretty much together. The pistons are just sitting in the bores, but they are all on the rods. We've put the deep pockets in there now. So these are the 1300 Hepalite items, and we have just deepened the pockets for another 2 millimeters. That's going to be nice and safe no matter what camshaft you wanted to throw at that one. And obviously, I think we've got 44mm pockets, 44mm pockets, so you could chuck whatever size valves you want at that. 41.5 is about the biggest anyway. So we were waiting for a couple of bits on this, guys. These are the bits that we didn't have, so we've just gone and bought those from Burton. And a nice Piper camshaft has turned up, courtesy of the customer. And so that is his own. I think, I've got a feeling that might be a BFL 22, but Burton didn't have any stock. Might be wrong, but we'll have a look at that tomorrow. The old Ford stuff is piling in, and I'm absolutely loving life. The Cosy, Oh, well, we've been cracking on with the Figaros as well. That's another sort of sideline that we do, obviously, you know that. So I've just finished boring the second block, 2 more to do, face them. So hopefully in the next day or 2, I should have the Figaros done, which is wonderful. Biggest job on them is actually blasting them and making them look a bit pretty. So this 200 Cosy block, this is the one that came in with all the bits that were sort of missing from the previous builder. And we've just got this one, or getting this one to the state where it's going to be bulletproof. So put the ductile iron liners in. I've done the oil jets on this one, and we've got the 6 long studs machined in there. Only thing I've got to do with this now, guys, is obviously clean it all up, give it a lick of the Barum black. We've got to run the tap down these studs, but I find that easier to do when it's on the engine stand, because I can keep turning it over and blowing it out and get all the swarf out of it. And then obviously I've got to finish hone it, which I'm going to do first thing in the morning. So tomorrow that block will be finished and on the engine stand. Now guys, I have another engine to do. So you know Tom Upton, this is a change from the Fords over to the Hondas. So if there's any Honda boys out there, they are going to be getting very excited over this. So Tom has got one of the old style Honda Civics with the 1600 in it, but he wants more power. I mean, we're going to have to go down to Tom Upton's place. We haven't been down there for quite some time, and I don't know whether I've ever took you down there, and show you his Honda, the work that he's done on it. Basically, when he bought this car, I think it was like a £500 shedder. He said he's going to turn it into a track car, and I must admit, when I first seen it, I thought, yeah, crack on, mate. Looks like you got your work cut out there. But Tom, with his expertise in fabrication and welding and what have you, he's got a laser cutter down there. Or is it a laser cutter? No, it's a water jet cutter, whatever they are. He has designed and fabricated and welded all his own bits on, and the car, I must admit, it is impressive. So I'll have to take you down there and show you that, guys. But he had the old 1600 motor in it. It's the B16 or something, but he wants more power. So we know that he's got our Mark II Escort van down there, which he's doing putting rear turrets in and all that jazz, the 5-link kit and all that. So sort of in exchange, really, for work, I suppose, he's bought down the block. So this is the block that he's bought. He got it for an absolute steal, to be honest with you. But this is a B18. So this is an 1800. I expect this one is out of an Integra Type R. And you can see that it's like the excessive work fitting the dart and sleeves, guys. So that is a major job. I know that because I've done a couple of these before in the past. The first one that I ever did was that horror story Volvo 5-cylinder. If you haven't watched any of our old videos and you're quite new to the channel, basically I'm going to tell you this story very briefly. We did a 5-cylinder Volvo engine that a customer turned up out of the blue with it and said he wants these dart and sleeves, supplied the liners, he wants it done for big power. So what this entails is obviously boring out the block completely, so making it like almost like a big wet liner job, and then it's got these big braces here. There's a hell of a lot of work in fitting those liners, I can tell you now. And obviously this is 4-cylinder, but I had to do 5-cylinder. The job ended up about 1,700 quid, and they turned up to pick it up one evening. This is before John and I owned the company, so it was my old boss, Dave. And I'd spoke to him. He was a great bloke on the phone. And obviously when he dropped it off, you know, great character. Owed us 1,700 quid. He's turned up at about 5:15. So John and I had gone home at the time. Dave was in the office. And he's got chatting with Dave, you know, very nice and all that, Dave said. He's loaded the thing into the boot of the car, came in, literally chucked a cheque for £50 into Dave's office. Someone was sitting in the car already. He jumped in the car and off they'd gone. The getaway driver was waiting for him, and he chucked him a cheque for 50 quid that actually bounced. So that was one of the first lessons we had in not letting a customer put the item in the car, certainly not taking it away, before they've paid. So yeah, lesson learnt, guys. Major job. I've gone off track there slightly, but I'm very impressed by this, but it sort of gives me a little shudder when I see these dart and sleeves in a block. But anyway, the sleeves were in. All we've done is gone slightly oversized. Actually, they were bored a little bit tight, which was good because I've honed a couple of thou out of those, and you can see they've come up absolutely lovely. This has had very little use, this block, and we're going to be cleaning that block up. Tom's having some pistons made, and we've got all the other bits there I think, to do the head. So if I just go through here, guys, I can show you. We actually sent the head to CTM, them boys down there again, and they have ported Tom's head for us. So I've paid for that, and that is a whopping porting job. You can see there, we've got some lovely valves in there, all cleaned up, ready to go. I haven't faced it yet, and the reason is because we've had to work the compression ratio out to know what to make the pistons. So obviously, we make the adjustments in the crown to get the right compression ratio that we want. You can see in here, guys, wherever we are, down here, got some lovely bits. Got this damper oil pump here. There's a cradle down there, a brace, lots of ARP, bolts and stuff, Cometic gasket, Skunk 2 camshafts, big money. Tom spent all the money. So, oh yeah, you can see there, that's all is as well. And a performance clutch kit, steel flywheel. Boy's gone for it. And this is going to be a super duper motor, which we're going to get done shortly. I think it's about a 5 to 6 week waiting list on the pistons, I believe. But as soon as they're here, we're going to be cracking on. But this head, I can sort of get built up, really. So yeah, that's it. Tom's Civic. Can't wait to show you that going as well. Hopefully, it will be springtime that we sort of get that one going. And hopefully, I'd like to sort of get it on camera and show you that one. We're in the car. I've never been in it. He keeps trying to get me to go in the passenger seat down at Chivenor, and I must admit I've wussed it out every time. I think if I take you guys with me round a circuit, I might be forced to go in the passenger seat. I'm not a very great passenger, to be honest. But there we go, guys. That is it. Until another video, thank you very much for watching. Have a great evening, and we'll see you then. Cheers.